And we will never be intimidated by the dishonest media corporation.
So the American people can understand this. That report by the New York Times was not true. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, in the main, it was not true.
One thing that I think is clear with young people and with adults as well is that we just have to be repetitive about it. We need to do this every day of the week and just really brainwash people,
and actually control exactly what people think. And that is our job. The dangerous, edges here are that he's trying to undermine the media, have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think, and that is our job. Control exactly what people think, and that is our job.
One thing that I think is clear with young people and with adults as well is that we just have to be repetitive about it. We need to do this every day of the week and just really brainwash people.
With some Trump supporters, let's play what they said.
David Duke and people like that, they come out from under the rocks all the time around this time this year. It got nothing to do with Donald Trump. We all Americans. I think we need to stop with all the racist stuff and the race baiting. Like me and my friend right here, we just met today, we was talking. We got to stop with the racist stuff and this, that. We all Americans, man. And nobody paying David Duke no mind.
Clearly, let me just be clear here. Obviously, the majority of Donald Trump supporters are not African American. I don't know how many African Americans were in that building, but that is one person that we have chosen to cut that sound from.
The servers are no longer hooked up and working. I mean, if they are, they're with the FBI. And people know that they're not available to hack anymore. I mean, it's like Donald Trump saying, I hope Putin gets in a 1985 DeLorean and goes and finds those 33,000 emails. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Not like that at all.
I'll tell you what scares me. What scares me is the fact that the emails are out there somewhere probably, and that we could have a president that could be blackmailed over them. That's what concerns me. It's about our national security.
Hold on. You can't just invent things. You can't just invent
things.
I'm
not inventing
anything. You just invented an entire thing. The FBI has already come out with a report on Hillary Clinton's emails. What you just said was an invented thing. There's no 33,000 emails.
There are other work-related emails that they did not produce to state and that we did not find elsewhere and that are now gone because they deleted all emails they did not produce to state, and the lawyers then cleaned their devices in such a way as to preclude complete forensic recovery.
That are going to harm our national security.
Hostile actors gained access to the private commercial email accounts of people with whom Secretary Clinton was in regular contact from her personal account. She also used her personal email extensively while outside the United States, including sending and receiving work-related emails in the territory of sophisticated adversaries. Given that combination of factors, we assess it is possible that hostile actors gained access to Secretary Clinton's personal email account.
You know that there was an entire year and a half. We're not going to relitigate that. No, Amy, we're not going to relitigate that. But you can't make things up. Not if you're going to invent things. Okay, you can say your comments.
I'm not going to invent things, but the FBI also said.
No, ma'am. You cannot invent things.
The FBI also said that she has not turned over. She didn't turn over all the emails.
No, ma'am. You cannot invent things. You cannot say things. You're putting out incredibly inflammatory information.
You don't know.
Our impulses are being redirected. We are living in an artificially induced state of consciousness that resembles sleep. These signals being sent through the poor and the underclass are growing. Racial justice and human rights are non-existent. They have created a repressive society, and we are their unwitting accomplices. Their intention to rule rests with the annihilation of consciousness. We have been lulled into a trance. They have made us indifferent to ourselves, to others. We are focused only on our own gain. Please understand, they are safe as long as they are not discovered. That is their primary method of survival. Keep us asleep, keep us
Want to discover the source of the division in our country? Look no further than the fake news and the crooked media.
Americans are divided right now. The divide is real and it is distressing. And when I say fake news, I mean stories that are designed to trick people into believing lies. Deception 101.
Fair and square, Hillary had more votes. More human beings voted for Hillary. This isn't fair. We didn't get one vote. You didn't get a vote. It's just like back in the day when your vote was 1/3.
So the Electoral College, here's somebody who wants to blow that up. You want to get rid of Electoral College?
Just count the votes. It's ridiculous. Hillary, you're a lawyer. Walk in. Go to the Supreme Court. I believe in you, Hillary. I've been to Rwanda. I've been to your hospital in Rwanda. I've seen all the good you've done. I believe in you. Women need you. Minorities need you. I need you. Chicago needs you. We all need you. This country needs you.
I used to live there, and I know that guy. That's John Gurkovic. He actually went to Africa with me as a cameraman. But anyway, that's another story. All right, thank you, John. Thank you very much, Ryan.
Stories that are designed to trick people. Deception 101.
Wayne LaPierre. Wayne, thanks for being with us.
Kira, let me say this at the start. I'm glad you ran that story, because apparently the only difference between the New York Times and CNN is that when a reporter for the New York Times fakes a story, he's fired, and at CNN he's not. Your bureau chief, John Zarella, deliberately faked the story yesterday, intending to show that the performance characteristics of banned firearms on the list are somehow different from the performance characteristics of firearms not on the ban list. It deliberately misread the viewer. There's no way it could be true, and I challenge CNN to defend it.
Well, we're not going to continue this interview because our reporter did not fake.
Because you don't want the truth.
All right, let me ask you this. What are the uses?
You don't want out there.
On Thursday of last week, we aired a live demonstration CNN set up with law enforcement officials of a banned semi-automatic rifle and its legal counterpart. We reviewed that demonstration and one on another CNN program, and decided that a more detailed report would better explain this complex issue.
What do you think Donald Trump needs to do to come out on top?
Well, on the character issue, the public, 2/3 or more of the public knows that Hillary Clinton's a liar. She can't be trusted. And now the two faces of Hillary Clinton are coming out. The fact through WikiLeaks that she says one thing and
Oh, no. All right, let's see if we can get Congressman Collins back. Obviously, we just lost his satellite feed.
That America already is great, but we are great because we are good.
America's great. All right, so I want to ask you, what was it about Hillary Clinton's argument that resonated with you following Donald Trump's defense of the video?
She stated that America is already great.
They just caught CNN faking a Muslim protest against London Bridge. Here we go. What a joke. What a total fraud.